question we are often asked is, how do I find the species list for a particular pentad? This is very straightforward to do, as I will demonstrate in this video. Navigate to the SABIP2 website, sabip2.birdmap.africa, and go to the Coverage menu item. Select your area of interest. Here I will select Western Cape as an example. These coverage maps do take a while to load, so be patient while they load the data. Once the page has loaded, you might need to toggle in and out a little bit so that the coverage data shows. So you can get species data at two scales, either at the provincial scale or at a particular pentad scale. The menu items are called the same: species list and data access. Zoom in to your pentad of choice. You can either use your mouse to zoom in and out, or there are these plus and minus Google Map options. I will open up the Hout Bay pentad. Hold your cursor over the pentad and double click. This will load the coverage data in a separate tab in your browser. Now we have the coverage data that is associated with this particular pentad. So navigate to Species List. This is a table of all the species records for this pentad. You have the common group and species name, the genus and species, as well as the reporting rates, number of cards, and the last date seen. The first three columns are for full protocol data, and the second three are for ad hoc. So FPN and ad hoc N are the number of lists. So Bokmakiri has been listed on 26 cards, full protocol cards, and 7 ad hoc cards. The reporting rate is basically the percentage of lists that have Bokmakiri on them, bearing in mind the total lists submitted for that pentad. So common species have a high reporting rate, and unusual species have a low reporting rate. So for example, Nidiki or bar-throated Batis have high reporting rates, versus shy albatross or mallard have very low, less than 1% reporting rates. These dates indicate the last time the species was listed on a full protocol list. So Bokmakiri was in July 2021, and on an ad hoc list, April 2018. All of these columns can be sorted by selecting the column header. So for example, if I click on this, it'll sort them from least seen, lowest number of full protocol lists. So these are 0, they've never been recorded on a full protocol list, versus the highest reporting rate. For example, in this case, Cape Robin Chat. If you wanted to download this data into an Excel sheet, navigate to Data Access. There are various options here. For an exact replica of the web-based of this table, select the first option, Download Species Summary CSV format. So open up the downloaded CSV file. So the CSV file, all the data fields are in the first column, so we need to separate them out. This is very easy to do. Select the column which has all the data. Go to Data. Select the Text to Column options. So this is a delimited data file. Click Select Next, and the comma separates the data. Next, Finish, and there we go. So this is exactly the same data, just downloaded. So FP and AD are the reporting rates for full protocol and ad hoc lists. FPN is the number of full protocol lists that the species appears on, as well as the ad hoc lists. Another useful feature is the species by month tab on the website. This is for full protocol data only and indicates the reporting rate by month. This is can give a useful indication of migratory species or seasonal occurrence in an area. It is just important to bear in mind that some species, for example, southern red bishop, which can be quite tricky to identify outside of their breeding season, a zero occurrence or zero reporting rate does not necessarily mean they don't occur during this time. They might just be more difficult to identify. So be careful when interpreting these results, but it can give you a useful indication and potentially indicate interesting patterns in occurrence. As usual, if you have any more questions, please do drop us an email.